Wow, your child knows all the letter sounds and all the letter names. They're able to blend and segment them to read and write words. But what next? As a parent or teacher, what is it that you can do to support them further or help them get to the next level? And what that next level is? Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to understand that next level. What is it that we need to teach our kids once they have mastered the understanding of sounds and the skills of blending and segmenting? And that, my friend, is teaching them the sight words. A solid knowledge and understanding of sight words will help them develop the ability to read sentences. So sight words are basically those words that are recognized instantly by the readers without going to decode them. The children are basically expected to memorize those words, and whenever they see them, they say it instantly in a snap of a finger without needing to go letter by letter. In short, sight words are the glue that holds a sentence together. Broadly, sight words comes under two different categories. One, high frequency words, and second, non-phonetic words. They both are quite self-explanatory, but I will give you a quick definition of both of them just for your understanding. Frequently used words are those words that occur commonly in the English language, such as it, can, or will. These are the words which might sound as if they can be easily decoded through phonics also, but they are taught as sight words because of the high frequency with which they occur in a text. However, non-phonetic words are those words that cannot be decoded phonetically, such as buy, talk, or come. Now, memorizing these words with unnatural spellings and pronunciation teaches not only these words but also helps the reader recognize similar words such as guy, talk, or some. Now, when you go on internet and search for sight words, you will basically come across two kinds of sight word list. They are Dolch and Fry. Let's quickly understand both these lists. So, Dolch sight words are the most commonly used list of sight words. They were developed by an educator, Dr. Edward Williams Dolch, in somewhere in 1930s and 40s. These words comprises 80% of the words you would find in a typical children's book, and 50% of these words you will find in any adult books as well. So this complete list has somewhere around 315 words, and they once completed they will provide your child with a complete understanding and ability to read the sentences fluently. Now, all the Dolch sight words are basically divided into separate groups which are based on grades, and they range from anywhere between pre-KG to third grade, and they have a separate list for noun words. I will provide a link in the description from where you can easily download for free all the Dolch sight word separated by grade. So you exactly know which sight words you need to start with and when other sight words you need to introduce to the child. Now coming to the next set of words, that is Fry sight words. This list of sight words is basically more modern, and it was developed by Dr. Edward Fry in 1950s, which was again updated in 1980s. Now this list consists of almost 1000 words based on how frequently they appeared in the reading material for grade 3rd to grade 9, and they are like categorized in 100 words each. So the first 100 words are the words that appear most frequently in reading text of grade 3rd to grade 9. Now the next most important question arises is when to teach sight words to the children. So before the children start learning sight words, make sure they are able to recognize and name all the lowercase letters of alphabet. They should be able to correlate the name of the letters with their physical representation. For example, if I show a lowercase letters on a flashcard to the child, he should be able to quickly recognize and confidently recognize the name of the letter. Please understand, I'm not saying the letter sound, I'm saying the name of the letter, because whenever we are learning the sight words, we have to learn the spellings. There is no use of letter sounds. So, learning all the letter sounds is not a prerequisite for teaching sight words to the child, but make sure the child is able to quickly recognize and name all the lowercase letter names. Now that we have understood all about sight words, like what sight words are, how they are categorized, and how it helps the children in their reading journey, one of the most important question now arises is how to teach sight words to the young kids for their maximum benefit. So let's understand this. Flashcards are one of the most important and basic tool that you can use while introducing sight words to the children. Whenever you start introducing sight word to the children, make 2 copies of each sight words flashcard. Hold one in your hand, show it to the child in front, sitting in front of you, and say the word. Show the word and then say the word with current pronunciation. And this method is called see and say method. Now, what the child is going to do is the other copy of the flashcard should be with the child so that they can mimic you or repeat after you. They should also be able to see the word and say the word along with its spelling, and that's why they need to be completely understanding of having the letter names. They need to have complete understanding of letter names. That after that only they will be able to spell it out. So see the word and say the word with correct pronunciation along with their spelling. Now, after learning all the phonics and the letter sounds and the blending, segmenting, the basic instinct of the child will be to decode the word with letter sounds. And that's when we have to tell children that these are special words and they do not need to be decoded or segmented into words to read. We have to just read them by looking at them, by sight, by instant, in a snap of a finger. You just have to read them and memorize the spelling. Now that you have introduced the sight words to the child through a flashcard, the next step should be using a lot of activities and games to repeat and practice the learned word. Now, repetition and practice is the key to learning and memorizing the sight words and their spelling. You have to make use of multisensory games and activities to help them memorize and internalize the word and its spelling absolutely perfectly. So we are going to make use of multiple methods that I'm going to tell you now. The first one is read and spell. So the child will look at the flashcard, they will read the word and spell it. Read the word with correct pronunciation and spell it. Learning the spelling is another most important thing while we are teaching the sight words to the child. The next method is air writing. So the child will look at the flashcard, read the word and write it in the air. The spelling, that's how they are going to learn the spelling. So they will write the word in air. Similarly, you can make use of multiple things, multisensory things like clay, or make use of sand writing to just memorize the spelling of the learned sight words. Another method of learning sight words or practicing sight words is spell and tap. Spell and tap. So you have to spell the word and tap the spelling on your arms. For example, if I have to teach the word sum to the child, so the pronunciation is some, S-O-M-E. S-O-M-E. So they are able to understand that there are 4 letters in the word and they are pronouncing some, S-O-M-E. They are tapping the spelling on their arms. It is another multi-sensory approach that we can utilize while helping them memorize the sight words. Now, all these methods engages various senses of a child and thereby helps them memorize the words perfectly. For every word that introduced to the child, every sight word, follow all these methods. Start with the flashcard, then go on to use these methods that we have just discussed. And that will help them completely understand the pronunciation of the word and internalize the spelling of the word. You can ideally introduce 3 to 5 new sight words every week depending upon the capability of the child. And always revise the previously learned words before introducing new ones. While teaching sight words, our focus should majorly be on developing a strong and solid understanding of few of the sight words at a time rather than making them memorize a lot of sight words in a shorter span of time. Once they have learned few of the sight words and learned their spelling and they are able to recognize them, now you can present the child with simple sentences where there are mix of phonetically decodable words as well as some simple sight words that the child has already learned. Now what will happen is once they will see all these words mixed up in a sentence, now they will work on the capability of identifying when they have to use their phonics knowledge to decode a word and read it, and when they just have to snap and read just by the sight. And that's a step further in their reading journey just by learning few sight words. But if you feel your child is not able to read the sentences right now, just drop it then and there. Go back to learning the sight words, simultaneously practicing the letter sounds and the blending and segmenting skills, reading words fluently. Work on their basic skills and then again come back in some time and let them read it and let them practice it. So this should be a continuous approach of going back to practicing and repeating what you have learned and then coming back a step further and introducing new skills. So this was all for this video. I hope this video has been able to provide you complete understanding and clarity about sight words. And now you will be able to teach these sight words in a much more efficient way to your budding readers. For more such content on phonics, early learning, and raising confident kids, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends and family. And if you still have any query and questions regarding the topics that I undertake in my videos, feel free to connect with me on my Instagram handle, which is mentioned here. And I'll see you in next video with more such quality content. Till then, have a good day. Bye-bye.